Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. I'm Aja A. This is a tarot reading for you guys. This video is actually not one of your monthly tarot forecasts. Those are actually up already. This is a Mercury Retrograde reading. I was smart and I was like, listen, I'm getting my readings up before the retrograde hits. So this is a Mercury Retrograde reading. It's a little different. This is not a reading for your sun sign, your moon, or your rising. This is for your Mercury placement. So this is the air placement video. So if you have Mercury placed in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, this video is for you. But if you are a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra sun sign and your Mercury is in like Capricorn, this is not your video. I do have the playlist linked down below though. Go on and head to the correct video for yourself. If you don't know what your Mercury sign is, it's really easy to find out. You can go on Google, type in free natal chart, and whatever site you pick, you're going to put in your information and it will give you your natal placements. And then you can come back over here and watch the video that is meant for you, okay? All right, you guys, so this is going to be a 3-card spread, quick little reading. I'm looking at the overall energy for the Mercury retrograde for you guys. Also, because I look at this time as a period of reflection and correction, looking at where you need to do that. And I was going to say, and as always, a quick little soul message. Just kidding, that is not this spread. Not and as always. The 3rd card in this spread is looking at what lessons are meant to be learned during this retrograde period, okay? So let's get right into it. You guys have some pretty powerful cards in this spread, and it's looking like Mercury retrograde for you is going to be pretty pivotal, pretty transformative. You have, coming up in the position of the overall energy for this retrograde, the earth element, coupled with the number 38. So first things first, let me talk about my number 11, baby. Master number energy there, major, highly vibrational, okay? And I'm not surprised because this retrograde ends in Libra. So some of you might have a Libra Mercury placement, or you might just have an air Mercury placement, but with it ending in your element, I'm not surprised that it's touching you a little bit more and a little bit better than everybody else. And then also look at where that natal chart I told you to go look up for yourself. Look at your transits too, and you can get a little bit more insight to what's really going to be going on for you by way of the cosmos. But you've got 38 breaking down to 11, enlightenment, healing coming in with this Mercury retrograde, and you have the earth element. So what I'm getting here is that during this retrograde period, you guys with these air placements in your Mercury spot, you're really going to be fixing something. I don't like to use the word fix, but I just get the sense that you are preparing for some major shift coming in, either some major opportunities, some major something coming in for yourself, but you have some work to do before it can get done, and you have some things to see, some places to explore, some things to figure out, so you can decide what you want your foundation to be built upon. So the energy for you during this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be spending a lot of time thinking about either, and well, you guys have your Mercury in air, so I mean, like, I could tell y'all not to go out there and don't do nothing, but if you feel if you feel so called to, you will blow in the wind and go do what you want to do. But for you guys with this earth element here, I definitely get that during this time, you're going to be thinking about the things that you want to see transpire in your life. You're going to be thinking about the foundations that you want to be building upon. And I mean, like, it's cool to do that during Mercury retrograde because reflect and correct, you can really take some time to analyze the things that you want to see play out and analyze, you know, your course of action and the way that you're going to get there. With this 11 energy coupled with it, there's this energy of enlightenment. So as you are quietly coasting, or maybe not quietly coasting because air, as you are thinking about these things and figuring these things out, you're going to be having epiphanies, you're going to be having aha moments, you're going to be thinking about things that you can do, things that you can see, places that you can go to help bring you into alignment with the opportunities that you're trying to create for yourself that you want to build upon, okay? Now the next excuse me, the next card that I have in your spread is in the position of where you need to reflect and correct, and you've got the Destiny card, which I mean, that makes so much sense, where I'm talking about, you know, you're thinking about the type of life that you want to live, thinking about, you know, what you want to do, what you want things to look like. Well, you've got the Destiny card and where you need to reflect and correct. And my message here with this card for you guys is that, you know, I do always say that, you know, our end goals are, it's written. How our lives are going to go is written. But if you watch my videos, you do hear me say a lot that the journey is always, it's always up to us. You have the ability to manifest your destiny. You have the ability to decide how your life is going to play out, how you're going to get to the places that you know you're meant to be in. But, you know, it's up to you. And this is where you need to reflect and correct. And I also pick up on the sense that some of you guys, while you're coming into this earth element energy, you might be reconsidering some things that at one point you thought you really wanted. And now it's kind of just like, well, my heart's not in that no more, my head's not in that no more, I'm just not in that space to really want to do that or to really build upon that. So you might be switching some things around, you might be reworking your course of action to get you into a different space that you now have decided is the destiny that you are going to manifest. So reflect and correct during this month, this retrograde period, and really be thinking about, you know, what is life? What is my best life, and what does living that look like? How am I going to do that? What seeds need to be planted in order for me to tend to them and sow, and what can I do so that my crop can be abundant and really provide me with the things that I decided I wanted to plant. You know, sometimes you think about, like, you know, people, especially like little kids, go out and like sprinkle seeds everywhere, and they might not know what they're planting. What you guys are doing during this retrograde period is you are getting your seeds, you're picking them from, I was gonna say the pantry. Where do you get seeds from? From the garden? I don't know. From the botanic store. You're picking your seeds out and you're looking at them and you're like, do I want some lavender? Or do I want some forget-me-nots? And at one point in time, you might have been like, oh, I just want lavender because lavender, this is all I want, this is what I need. But now you're like, this doesn't really work for me, but I see these forget-me-nots. I'm going to take these forget-me-nots, and this is what I'm planting. And so you're picking up your seeds right now, and you're figuring out what seeds you want in your plot. You're figuring out how much water your little plot is going to need. You're figuring out how often you're going to have to go out and sow it, how often you're going to go out and water it, if you're going to need fertilizer. You're going to be sitting here thinking about all of these things during this retrograde period and coming up with ways to tend to your garden. So once the springtime rolls around, once Mercury stations direct in November and we're out of the shadow period in the wintertime, you can see your forget-me-not start to bloom and look at that and be like, wow, this is what I chose, and I did the things that I needed to do to get here, okay? Last card that you have coming up in your spread, you guys, is the Pilgrim, and this is in the position of what lessons need to be learned during this retrograde period for you. And, you know, I said this earlier, and I was like, I could tell y'all to sit still, but I might not. So first and foremost, the first message that I get is that you need to go out and explore the things that you're trying to bring into your life. And this is the Pilgrim card. So this is a card of travel. Listen, I work for an airline, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite, and I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all not to travel. If you are going to travel, just be safe. People are not hygienic, so you do your best to keep yourself clean and keep yourself protected from the dirty folks. That's all I got to say to you, because you do have a message of exploration, of adventure, of going out there to see what the world has to present to you. So there is this notion of going to that garden store, going to that botanic store, and being presented with all of these seeds. And, you know, walk down a couple. Do they have aisles? Yo, that's so funny. I used to work in a botanic store when I was in high school, but I worked at the zoo's gift shop, and I would go to the botanic store when they needed people to fill in. So there were not aisles. Go to the botanic store. There's flowers and plants and seeds and trinkets and stuff everywhere, and you don't have to go in knowing exactly what it is that you want, but you have to go in knowing that you're gonna find what you want in that space, and you can pilgrimage around. You can walk around the store and see, oh, maybe these flowers, maybe I want to take this plant, or maybe I like this pot, maybe I need this wind chime, I don't know. And while you're in there, see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you, and do this with life right now during the Mercury retrograde. Think about the things that think about what living your best life looks like, and then think about, what living your best life looks like, and then think about what you can do in order to get yourself there. And then you go and you look for the type of seeds that you want to plant in your garden. Okay, I didn't use the apple pie analogy for that one. I used the garden analogy. So maybe we'll move into the garden for the fall season. That's your spread, you guys. I hope that found you well. That was just a little general reading. I am actually having a sale on my retrograde readings, Mars and Mercury. You can get for half off through my Etsy shop. They're normally $40, only $20 for the month of October. Links down below. Go on and support a Black business, support a Black woman-owned business like Sunshine Haze Co. I truly appreciate you. I hope those messages found you well. Mercury Retrograde is really moving and shaking for you, and it's on a physical and on a higher level. So things are looking pretty popping for you once Mercury stations direct. And Mercury Retrograde actually looks like it might be kind of fun for you. Like you might get to explore some things and go on a couple of adventures. Just be safe, like I said. Just be safe. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself clean. Wash some hands. Wear masks, do all the things, okay? Just don't go out there and catch COVID. But, you know, have some fun, I guess, according to your cards. Be safe and be thinking about the life that you really want to live and what it looks like and what you're going to have to do to put yourself into that position, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. That's all I got for you. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.